everyone, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Last time we went on the second date with Craig and we got a C. Yeah, that one. I'm really dumb, sorry, sometimes. Which is not so good. So our next date, I kind of want to go on another date with Damien. I like Damien. He is a sweetie. Hugo I like. We got S's with them. We also got an S with Brian, so perhaps we should. Why is my voice going croaky? Who knows? We'll see. I've got coffee to lubricate my throat if I do get, whatever. So, you know, you can see on my MacBook, Sims, I'm downloading Sims on there. Not relevant to this video, however. So, let's get to it. Who will we go with? We could also do a second date with Robert. I don't know how that will go. Let's go Damien. I'm keen for Damien. Okay, let's message him. Practice makes permanent. I don't know what that means. Dream Daddy. I'm creating the music because I have it turned off. Dream. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter. I'm thinking Blue's Clues, you know. I got a letter. I wonder who it's from. I can't remember. Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. He sent a letter. He lives down the street. Whoa. Can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment folded into an envelope and sealed with a purple wax. I love you, Damien. Damn, the dude goes all out. Yeah, he does. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, Dearest Jerry, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you may forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit, and for that I thank you. That said, Jerry, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlit stroll, would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, dear Blood March. Oh my god. Damien! Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So you're going to catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dad book and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. You have to write him back a real letter. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon. Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. It is. It's cool. And Amanda's right. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy. Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2. Evil Never Dies. I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? Nah, there's just lots of blood and vampire titties. Well, let's roll the dice. I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien, I do hope that this letter finds you in good health. Hey, good morrow to you on this fine eve. That's overdoing it. I think that one is good. Good one. What's next? Hey, remember when your son tried to cask of Amontillado? That kid? You being good? I must confess my amateur control of the written word. Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on the last we met. That earnest shit was pretty messed up. Let's do that one. Not bad. Good actiony sentence. Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. While a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Like Rule's landscape with the fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in your details. Let me get at that. What? Bring it home, Pops. Let me take you out. I got 2 tickets to the movie. I would very much enjoy your company accompanying me to the cinema. I would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you'll find both titillating and enjoyable. Best wishes, hard daps, namaste. We'll carry on. Let's go best wishes, and then I say my name, my full name. Fancier that way. Jerry Dadley. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Oh my god. Look at that handwriting. Oh my gosh, that's everything that we just did. You spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape? That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda's like helping with the romance. Good on you. What a great daughter. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. I forgot to turn my phone on silent. Every time. What's that other thing? Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses the small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing, here it is, your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Oh! Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver it to its doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Don't you get your pigeons from Anthony? They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his house and go back home. Mission accomplished. Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit and I show up to the theatre a little bit early. It's a chilly night and the theatre is kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? No, stop, analyze. No singing! No more singing! I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien running around right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? I don't know. I just woke up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it going to rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please, allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kits or perhaps Milk Duds. Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Ugh, my dad's here. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theatre. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids' movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. You? Watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Ha! Good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friends and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for the previews. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Is everything okay? Vampires, huh? The movie hasn't even started yet. Ah, yes, the winged creatures of the moon. I fear them not, for I know the night as well as the... I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the art, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Do you have a favourite horror movie? Oh no. Of course I have a favourite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. We made a huge mistake. I didn't choose it. Oh, interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I'd never heard of. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies? No, Damien, please be honest. You must be joking. I love horror movies. The lights dim for the film. Damien screams. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. Oh no. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Awaken, my coven. Two more vampires slide the tops of the stone coffins onto the floor. Brother, is it time? Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. What? It is time. What? The three look at each other and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. What the This rules, really. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounds, it's actually a pretty fun flick. Oh no. We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it is good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you. What the shit? Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood spatters over everything, including the camera. Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap. I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic and I got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. Oh. I wish he would hold my hand again. Or maybe I could do something to try and make him feel more comfortable. I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Point out plot hole. Do you notice how that guard fired 7 bullets, but his gun only holds 6 bullets? Yes, that is absolutely unforgivable from a filmmaking standpoint. It's almost unwatchable. It's funny how it's so much easier to point out tiny mistakes in the work of others than it is actually is to actually go create your own thing, huh? Wow! Hey, look, that's an anachronism. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. Yeah. We get to the final scene of the movie with Romulus, Bad Blood, I thought he was True Blood, and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true vampire crusade was a vampire crusade in our hearts, our cold, unbeating hearts. Maybe the true vampire crusade was the friends we made along the way. Romulus and the General's wife began making out hard. The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen, but then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Camilla, who watch the two from afar. Oh no, twist ending. Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3. Evil must die again. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Oh my god. Damien and I walk out of the movie theatre amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric love. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll. They're so different. He's like critiquing it, and Jerry's like, vampire titties. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theatre. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn, okay, here comes a smooth response. Thanks, cool, okay. No problem. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator, really. Are you getting a little hungry? We could maybe stop off and grab something to eat. Worry not, friend, I've a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery. What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavour, Jerry. Trust me. Are we gonna go full, like, I can't remember. I'm a bit nervous. Oh, Mary Shelley, who totally had sex with her husband on a grave. Anyway, I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. So he's fine with this. An actual graveyard. At night. But not a vampire movie. Okay. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. It's gothic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition. An appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? Yeah. With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and picnic basket. Nice. Wait, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak? Oh, right. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie? Thanks. I wasn't He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savour every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Suddenly it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that? I'm not sure. It noticed us. I'm paralysed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us, its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer, moving faster. Woof! Oh. It's a dog. As it finally comes into the light, the friendliest, dumbest, little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey! We both look up, not expecting to see. Thanks. Oh my gosh! Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. Oh my gosh! What? What? I didn't know you had a dog. This isn't my dog. I found her wandering the street. I put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids. Oh my gosh. Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? I know, right? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians loved dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice, too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool. I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Jerry, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. I will use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. I can't wait to sneeze on this, really. I'm going to wave this at passing ships. I approve. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you, someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Oh, Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Huh. I unlock the door and step inside. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told you. But as it turns out, Damien is scared. Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I can do it between me and Damien. Scary, cool. Yep, he's so cool it's scary. Nice save, Jerry. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute though. How can you be sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will ya? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Oh, always try to make others around you happy. Date complete. S again? Yes! Yeah! Alright. Interview with a vampire, but he don't like vampires. So, I was looking at the achievement progress. I don't know if that comes up in the video, but I should probably look at that. Okay, this is not Dad book. Let's continue. It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh, so I decide to take the long way home. I casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide walkable sidewalks at night. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. A drop of water hits my head, and now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. I order a beer from the bar and settle in. It turns out that my team isn't playing tonight, but I can certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie over a shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. I look over into the corner and spot none other than Mary sitting alone in the corner, nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time, now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guy. She looks so sad. Oh. She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into middle distance. Say hi. I decide to go say hi. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. The seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways, and she finally notices me. Hey, cowboy. You're right. Never better. She hiccups. Guess she's a little far gone. Tears start welling up in her eyes. Oh. Will you walk a gal home? Yes. I slide out of the booth. Seems like Mary's having some trouble getting up. I reach out a hand to help her, but she waves me away. I got it. She clearly does not got it. You know what? Hang out here for a second. I walk over to the bartender and pay Mary's tab. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac and I'm just making sure she gets home safe tonight. I know you. Yeah, it's nothing weird, just she usually has one of the bar staff walk her home, but I trust you. She doesn't, go home with, I don't really want to say it, one of the guys she meets? Nah. Ain't a thing. Huh. I head back to the booth. Mary stumbles out of the seat and directly into my arms. It's still raining a little bit. I take off my coat and hold it over Mary's head. Such a gentleman. Let's get you home. Mary and I walk in silence up the street towards the cul-de-sac. I have no idea what to say to her for fear that she might hit on me. Or not. What did the bartender mean by ain't a thing? Sorry you have to see me like this. I'm usually not. I know Joseph doesn't like it when I just... Sorry. It's alright. I'm sorry if I'm ever mean to you. It's alright. No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm having a really... Forget it. Oh, gosh. As we get to the cul-de-sac, I can feel Mary starting to slow down. By the time we arrive at the doorstep, she pulls away from me. Wait, can we just... Hold on. What's wrong? How about another drink, old time's sake? Come on, Mary, it's bedtime. Mary looks me up and down, giving me a half smile. You're right. She pulls me in close for a hug, holding on to me for a little longer than feels appropriate. She mumbles into my chest. You're a good kid. Thanks for the company. Mary gives me a pat on the back, straightens out her sweater, and walks the rest of the way to the front door herself. Huh. Well, that was interesting. So great date with Damien. Wow. I love him. He's amazing. Also, I don't know. Should we date the other dads or should we just go? I think we should with the other ones that we got S's with, just to sort of explore. So that was Brian and Hugo. I can't remember what we got with Joseph, but I've already written that one off. But that is all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!